In a small quiet village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a boy who was always angry at the world. His name was Arjun, and whenever something went wrong, he always had someone to blame. When he failed his exams, he blamed his teachers. When his friends moved ahead in life, he blamed his luck. When his father asked him to work harder, he blamed his situation. "It's not my fault," he would say. "The world is unfair." Over time, those words stopped being excuses and became his habit. One morning, after receiving another disappointing exam result, Arjun sat outside his small house with his unopened notebook lying beside him. He stared at the ground and kicked the dust in frustration. Under his breath, he muttered that he never got the right opportunities. Across the field, an old farmer had been watching him quietly. The farmer was not known for wealth, but for wisdom. After observing the boy for a while, he slowly walked toward him and gently asked why he looked so troubled. Arjun sighed and began listing his complaints. He said his teachers didn't explain properly, his friends distracted him, and his luck was simply bad. The old man listened carefully without interrupting. When Arjun finally finished, the farmer simply said, "Come with me." They walked into the farmer's field as the morning sun cast a soft golden light over the crops. A light breeze moved gently through the plants. The farmer stopped near two small plants growing side by side and asked Arjun what he noticed. Arjun looked down and said that one plant was green and healthy, while the other looked dry and weak. The farmer nodded and explained that both plants had been planted on the same day. They stood in the same soil, received the same sunlight, and were given the same rain. Confused, Arjun asked why one of them was dying. The old man bent down and calmly replied that he had watered only one of them every day. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The field felt quieter than before. The farmer then said that the sun was the same, the soil was the same, and the rain was the same. If this lesson hits you somewhere inside, take 1 second and tap that like button. Maybe someone else needs to hear this too. But the care had been different. Something shifted inside Arjun. For the first time, he had no excuse ready. He thought about his books gathering dust and the hours he had wasted complaining. He realized he had been waiting for motivation instead of building discipline. The farmer stood up and told him that blaming the sun would never make his plant grow. If he wanted something to rise, he would have to water it himself. Comment below. What is the one plant in your life that you need to start watering today? That evening, Arjun opened his notebook, not because someone forced him, and not because his luck suddenly changed, but because he finally understood something simple. Success had never been ignoring him. He had been ignoring the work. Day by day, he began watering his own plant with small, consistent effort. A little progress every single day. And slowly, the boy who blamed everyone stopped blaming anyone. Because he realized that the world is not against you, but it will never grow for you. You must grow yourself. Stop blaming the sun. Start watering your plant. And if you believe in growing yourself, subscribe, because this is where we water minds. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.